cruise news time, and boy, did things get squirrely over the last 48 hours. Got a wild story out where Carnival cruisers are saying, we ain't gonna do it like Royal Caribbean. We don't like that. And Carnival says, yeah, you're right. We ain't gonna do that. We also have Carnival Cruise Line cacawing about their new private island offering. Will it be the end of Royal Caribbean's Coco Cay? And DJT, Donald Trump and his people done come after the cruise business. They want their money. Yeah, it's wild. A lot of stuff happened in the last 48 hours. Cruise news and my views. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to La Little Loca. I am your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news and views for your face on a Friday the 2/1. The 21st of February, 2025. Tomorrow's my anniversary. I'm excited about my wedding anniversary tomorrow. We got married on the 22nd. My birthday's on the 22nd. My half birthday's on the 22nd. My wedding anniversary's on the 22nd. And it's the 22nd year of our marriage, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, I'll probably be absent tomorrow as I'm spending the whole day with the lovely Jenny B. I'll be lost in love and I won't know much. Be thinking. Shout out Ludacris, and let's talk some Ludacris stuff. First cruise news story: John Heald, the troublemaker over there at Carnival. He gets the people's back up. He gets the ire up. He put out a poll the other day asking whether or not Carnival should serve Starbucks coffee. And you know what I found out about the majority of people on John Heald's page answering the polls? They hate Starbucks coffee. I love it. I like Starbucks coffee. Maybe I am in the minority, but I enjoy cruise ships that have Starbucks coffee. Royal Caribbean got full Starbucks. NCL got full Starbucks. Royal Caribbean even got Starbucks in their little cafe. They can make Starbucks coffee. Well, the people over there in Carnival, they're not having it. They answered the poll saying, no, we do not want the Starbucks coffee on board for a couple big reasons. Starbucks coffee's too expensive. They're overcharging for the coffee and nobody wants to pay for that highfalutin coffee. And the other reason is they don't think anybody's buying Starbucks coffee on any of these other ships. I think they are. And then the third reason is the regular coffee's just fine. Which, okay, look, to each their own. But I was surprised how hard the Carnival fans came for the Starbucks coffee. I guess I'll continue to be in the minority. It is a little pricey, but I do love it when I can get the coffee that I like on land, on a cruise ship. And you can put a Dunkin' on there too. Just give me the same consistent coffee on the cruise ship that you get on land. I don't get that. Jenny B will say it though. She's a hot coffee drinker. She thinks that the brewed MSC coffee there on the buffet is the best coffee at sea. So, there's the fight. What is the best coffee at sea? Let's break that down. Best coffee at sea. Okay, cruise news story number 2. Carnival Cruise Line, the PR department's been busy as beavers putting together one of these videos about the progress over at Celebration Key. Celebration Key, new private island offering from Carnival Cruise Line, set to be a big competitor to Royal Caribbean's Coco Cay. Let's take a quick look at what's going on over on Celebration Key. It's only about a 2-minute video, but it's cool to see the progress. So here's Johnny, roll the tape. I'm here by myself, talking to myself. Roll the tape. There you go. That video was entitled 5 months to 5 portals. We got 5 months until July when Celebration Key opens. You saw in that video there, President Christine Duffy doing a lot of stuff. She just celebrated 10 years with Carnival, and I thought 10 years in, you wouldn't have to do stuff like shoveling sand and turning on the water pipe, and I thought you just did president and stuff. But man, she was doing a lot. So kudos. 10 years at Carnival. It was cool though. They were putting the key into the concrete there at the Sun Castle. And to be honest, if I was out there and they said, hey, you can turn the valve on to fill up the pool, I'd be like, yeah, I'd do that. But honestly, what do we think about this? Is this just Carnival's attempt to give their loyal fan base the same cool experience that the loyal fan base at Royal gets? Will this be a game changer? Will this pull cruisers from other cruise lines because now they have this great private island experience? Or is it just Carnival having their own chicken sandwich? You know, Royal's got the best chicken sandwich out there. By chicken sandwich, I'm saying that's what CocoCay is. I'm not speaking about a literal chicken sandwich, but they do have good literal chicken sandwiches on CocoCay made from literal chickens. Is Celebration Key a game changer? Is it a differentiator? Is it a customer consumer puller? Will they bring new people in because of this? Or is it just bringing Carnival up to a Royal standard? Is it their chicken sandwich? I don't know. What are you? I would love to hear your opinions. Leave a comment below. Now, before we get to the next cruise news story, let's just do the thing that I know why you're here. I know why you're here. Before we talk about, the administration coming after cruising, should we hit a dance break? There you go. Friday dance break. All right, let me crack the knuckles for this one. Trump administration is coming at the cruise industry hard over taxation. It's not the first time that this has ever happened. It's happened throughout the history of cruising. I think most of us know that if you look at a cruise ship, they're not flying the American flag. Most cruise companies are incorporated in a foreign country. Therefore, they're flying the flag of that country. They're following the taxation rules of that country. They're following the labor rules of that country. It's called the flag of convenience. Now, many of these cruise companies have headquarters in the United States. That's a quandary, right? It does seem like a little bit of a messed up situation. And every once in a while, some politicians, they'll poke at it. And certainly if you've been following the politics, the new Trump administration has been looking for money everywhere that money can be found. And now the cruise industry is getting their shot in the spotlight. And look, this all came to a head on Wednesday night when the U.S. Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick was on Fox News, essentially saying that the U.S. government's trying to find money wherever they can, money that, outsiders are getting away with taking from the U.S. taxpayer. And he's suggesting that cruise lines are those outsiders, which is a wild thing because there's a lot of Americans employed by cruise lines. Let me quote him. I don't want to misquote. He said, you ever see a cruise ship with an American flag on the back? They have flags of like Liberia and Panama. None of them pay taxes. That was the big statement. None of them pay taxes. He continued on. This is going to end under Donald Trump, and those taxes are going to be paid, and Americans' tax rates are going to come down. And like I said, those statements are made Wednesday night, and well, on Thursday, the stock market reacted with all the major cruise line stocks decreasing at an alarming rate, especially for stockholders, decreasing at an alarming rate. And then of course, you've got the Cruise Line International Association, CLIA, that is the advocacy group for the cruise lines. They represent, I think, 99% of the cruise lines. They just wanted to fact check a little bit, and they had their own quote. This is what CLIA said: cruise lines pay substantial taxes and fees in the US to the tune of nearly $2.5 billion, $2.5 billion with a B dollars, which represents 65% of the total taxes cruise lines pay worldwide, even though only a small, very small percentage of operations occur in U.S. waters. So they're saying that 65% of the taxes that cruise lines pay worldwide is paid to the U.S. government. The CLIA spokesman went on to say foreign flag ships that visit the U.S. are treated the same for taxation purposes as U.S. flagships visiting foreign ports, which provides consistent reciprocal treatment across international shipping. Gosh, this is a tough argument, I think, on either side. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that if, there's a business that is benefiting greatly from American consumerism, which is true for the cruise industry, then, the government should reap the reward in the form of taxes on that business, which is that's what the administration is saying. That's one position. And then a cruise line's position is like, hey man, we pay taxes as foreign vessels. We pay all the taxes that are required of us. It's a substantial amount of taxes. And then we also pay taxes overseas because that's what you do when you're an international vessel. Everywhere you go, you're paying taxes. We're not getting out of paying taxes. We pay the U.S. $2.5 billion in taxes. So get off our backs, buddy boys. Nobody said buddy boys, to be fair. So there it is. There it is. And like I said, this is not a new conversation. Almost every cycle, whoever's in the political power, they're looking and going, wow, I don't think the cruise lines are paying enough in taxes. Now, stock analysts yesterday, aftermarket, were saying that, the sell-off probably not going to be indicative of where the stock goes. It was probably just reactionary to that interview on Wednesday night. And well, I was just looking at the ticker and yeah, all the stocks are still down today. So it's going to be interesting. Of course, stock market is a gamble. So if you got money in the market, that's up to you to do whatever you're going to do. I got no advice that way, but they're still down. The debate will play out. Will the U.S. government, will the Trump administration be able to extract extra tax revenue from the cruise companies by changing rules, enforcing rules, doing something that's not being done currently? And how will the cruise industry, how will this multi-billion-dollar cruise industry react? Will they say, okay, look, we're already, incorporated in Liberia. Let's just move our Miami office over to Liberia. Will they do that? I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. I'd love to hear your opinion on it. Should the cruise lines be paying more taxes or should the government leave them alone? I don't know. Thank you so much for checking out today's episode. Hit that like button on the way out. Subscribe to keep up with everything going on in cruising. This is Tony for La Lido Loca. And until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye. Cruise News.